Just to get a little bit of movement going. So just start moving around. All right, if I see you moving around, I know you're ready to go. Nothing too crazy, just fast feet, kind of fast feet movement. Good. All right, let's do a really slow 10 lunges here. Really slow 10 lunges, 5 per side. Take your time with it. They should be very slow. I really want you to feel around every joint as you do these. Just kind of see how things are feeling. As you drive up off of that front heel, squeeze the glute. Good. Once you've done 10 lunges, just jogging on the spot again. Little bit of movement. Good. Bring your feet into a squat stance, please. And we're going to do 5 squats, but they're going to be on my count. So we're going to slowly lower ourselves at a 3-second pace. Ready? Coming down. 1, 2, 3. That's 1. Come on up. When you hear me call the count, you can rise. Coming down. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. I want you to feel your feet on these. Coming down. 1, 2, 3, and hold. And come on up for 3. Coming down. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Chest nice and high. Head up. And stand. This time, bring your hands above your head with your thumbs pointed backwards. Coming down. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Extend that chest. Tighten up that back. And stand. Good. Arms down again. This time I want you to bring your butt down to your heels as low as you can possibly go. Coming down. 1, 2, 3. And just sink down there. Sink down there and sit down there. Push your knees apart with your elbows a little bit. Put your knees into your elbows and push. Open up the hips a little bit. Good. Standing up on your feet. We're going to do some leg swings. You're going to do 5 per side, please. Leg swings. Grab onto something if you need to. Just loosen up the hips. 5 on each side. Good. Come on down to a front-leaning raised position, which is a plank position, except for you're on your hands, please. And I want the core to stay nice and tight through this, no saggy backs. And when I say down, down, you're going to come down to your elbows. And when I say up, up, you're going to come back up to your hands. Down, down. And hold. Up, up. Down, down. And up, up. And back to your feet. Good. A few segmented burpees here. I'm going to call out the movement. You do the piece. Reach for the ground. Put your hands on the ground in front of you. Hinge forward. Kick your legs out. Plank position. Push up. I know. Sorry. Back to the feet. And stand and jump. Good. One more time. Reach for the ground. Kick the legs out. Push up. Back to the hinge. And stand and jump. Good. Jogging on the spot, please. All right, 5 jumping squats. Squat and then jump. Good. 10 2-foot hops as if you were skipping. Warm up the ankles. 5 more jumping squats. All right, let's stretch out the hips a little bit. Follow along, we're gonna do my hip opener routine. Most of you know it, some of you might not. One hand on your feet. Elbow on the inside of your knee. Back knee is down on the ground. We're gonna do about 10 seconds on each pose. Take the hand that's on your foot, bring it across. You can move your hips here, make this dynamic. Walk your hands to the inside, reach back, push on the knee. Bring that hand back down to the ground, push yourself backwards, straighten the front leg. Slowly lean forward at the hips, stretch the hamstring. Take that front leg, flatten that front foot, let the knee drift past the toes, but keep the heel down. Move it back and forth, mobilize the ankle. Good, bring your hands down to the ground, bring your knees together. And you're just gonna shift your hips to the right until you feel that stretch through the glutes. Bring your hips back to center. Bring yourself into a push-up position. Bring your right knee forward and your left knee down to the ground. Pigeon pose. Good. Back to the push-up position. Bring your other foot forward. Hand on the top of your laces, top of your foot. Take that hand, bring it across so your elbow is in front of your shin. Bring your belly button down towards your heel. Walk your hands to the inside, reach back, push on the knee, open up the hips. Straighten the front leg. Lean forward, stretch the hamstring. Flatten that front foot. Bring the knee past the toes. Keep the heel down and mobilize the ankle. Bring your hands down, bring the knees together. Lean your hips to the left. Bring your hips back to center. Bring your left knee forward. Pigeon pose. Good, bring that knee back up. Come on, back up to your feet. Once you get back to your feet, give me 10 air squats at your own pace, please. Good. Now just make your way over to the camera or phone or whatever you're using, because I want to talk about what my intention is for the next piece of workout. So I do want to try and do some sort of a strength session with you today in some form of weighted squat. Now, It's difficult because everybody has different objects, barbells, or pieces that they're using for this portion. If you have a barbell with weight, then you will have the choice of doing a back squat or a front squat, and your rep scheme today will be 5 by 10, and you will be adding weight after each set. We're all going to do our sets at the same time, and I'm going to have a 1-minute rest between sets. So based on that rest scheme and that rep scheme, it's not going to be super heavy if you actually have barbell and weight, but it is going to be enough that you're going to feel it on the last few reps. If you have a much lighter weight, then this is going to be a little bit more challenging to give you a good strength session. What I would like you to do is hold the weight, if it's very light, in one hand and overhead. And you'll be doing 5 sets of 10 on each side. Okay? So you'll do 10 with one arm in the air, switch 10 with the other arm in the air. And that will make for 100 squats because you'll be doing 20 full squats with it overhead. If you have a moderate weight, like let's say you have something in the 30 to 40, 50 pound range, then you will have the option of putting it in a backpack or putting it on your back somehow and doing a back squat version, or holding it in your front like a goblet and doing 5 sets of 10 with it like that. This is where I need feedback from you because I expect this to be challenging. So let's say you have a 10-pound kettlebell and you do 5 sets of 10 and you didn't really feel anything more than you would have felt if you were just doing squats. Then I need, and that's the only weight you have available, then I need you to up that rep count. I need these to be sets of 20, not sets of 10. Does that make sense? So if you have any questions, I want you to tell me what weight you have. And on a scale of 1 to 10, your scale of 1 to 10, 10 being this weight is very heavy for me, or this weight is very light, to do a set of 10. If you're unsure of what a good rep scheme would be for you, okay? So feel free to unmute yourself and ask me. Otherwise, prepare yourself for the squatted version of today.
Erin, can I hold the pot over my head with both arms?
Yes.
Okay.
For you, Anita, it might be better for you to just hold it at your chest like this for today.
Okay.
I think that'll be better than trying to go overhead for that today.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I have a 10-pound dumbbell.
You have one 10-pound dumbbell?
I've got 2.
2? Okay, so you have the choice of this. Either for you, Sarah, either holding one in each arm where the back of the weight's on your shoulder, and you're going to do sets of 20 with that. Or you can do holding one and do a set of 10 and then switch holding the other and doing a set of 10. Anyone else have any questions about what they're going to do? No. Okay. All right. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to say, okay, go and complete set 1. You will go and complete set 1. You'll come back, give me a thumbs up, and I will start a timer for approximately 1 minute. Some people will be a little bit longer, and then we'll go to set 2. All right. Is everybody ready to start set 1? We're starting in 10 seconds. Go ahead, set 1. Think about your breathing, making sure your core is nice and tight, making sure your weight is evenly distributed. I don't want you drifting onto the balls of your feet in the bottom of the squat. Halfway there. Remember, we're doing 5 sets. So however many you did the first time, you're going to times that by 5. It could end up being 100 squats, so take that into account. 10 seconds. All right, you should be in your rest period now. 1 minute rest, 1 minute rest. Don't worry about that. And you can make adjustments on the rep scheme or the weight if you need to. If you feel like that was too easy or that was too hard, you can adjust the rep scheme as needed. If you have questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Mario, are you already doing set 2?
Halfway there.
Where I want a 1 minute rest for each person.
I'm counting randomly.
Okay,
I'll wait. I'll try and see.
we got 10 seconds to the second set. 10 seconds.
All right, good enough.
All right, set 2 in 3, 2, 1. Set 2. You can slow your tempo down to make it burn a little bit more. Maintaining strength through the quarantine is probably one of the most challenging pieces for us. Ten seconds left in the workstation. And rest. Everybody should be into rest. Chris, what are you using for a weight there? What do you got there? Okay, yeah, I see it now, yeah. It was on your back. I couldn't figure out. I'm like, he's got like a block. It was like a cinder block or something. Change your weights if you need to, if you're using barbell or whatever else.
Hey, Aaron.
Matt, you good?
Yeah. When you're doing the I'm using the kettlebell.
Okay.
So when doing the what is
Goblet?
the right form when you're going down?
The correct form when you're going down would be equivalent to a front squat. So you'd be very high chested there, right? So you're going to try and keep your back and chest quite high up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're about to start round 3 in 10 seconds. Make sure you're squeezing your butt at the top of the squat. Push your feet apart as you come up. Get the posterior chain in there and go. Pushing the feet apart so that the full leg is helping you with that squat, not just the quads. Chest up, head up, eyes up. Make sure you're breathing correctly. Your core should be very tight through the diaphragm at the bottom of that squat. Anita, can you bring your elbows a little more forward for me? Yeah, so the pot's under your chin, but your elbows are in the front. I know it's going to be weird. You might have to hold it the other way around. Yeah, there you go. That looks better. Just so that the weight's really close to the body. And rest. Should be in your rest phase now. Rest phase. How many are you doing there, Yako? Still going. We've done 3 now, right? Two more sets.
Well, my rest bag was too light. It was 40 pounds, so I wanted to get it up.
Yeah, you got to do a lot. You got to do a lot to get the burn. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1, go. Round 4. Looks good, Matthew. 10 seconds left in the work phase. 3, 2, 1, and rest. One more set. Legs should be feeling it now, hopefully. It's very tricky to coach over video. I'm trying to watch people's hips and knees and try to see what's bending first. It's hard to tell. We got one more round coming up in 30 seconds. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Five seconds. And rest. Good. Nice job, folks. Bring your weight down. Come on over to your camera and unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself. So I'm going to be asking you a question for each of you here that I'm looking for an answer. Okay, so as I'm sure you all saw, the workout for today is death by burpees. If you have never done death by burpees before, this is the formula or the format for how it works. I start a clock. On the first minute, you do 1 burpee. On the second minute, you do 2 burpees. On the third minute, you do 3 burpees. And that pattern continues 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, until one of 2 things happen. Either you cannot complete all the burpees within the minute because you are tired, or death. Your choice. So whatever comes
Is
first.
there much difference?
There's not much difference, no. But there is a twist that I am going to put in on this. Because we have a lot of people at different skill levels, some people might be finished by minute 8. Some people might be finished by minute 6. So I don't want someone sitting around while they're waiting, uncomfortably waiting for someone to be finished at minute 20 because they are a burpee machine. So this is going to be what I'm going to option for those people. When you have realized that you cannot continue with the burpees, you're going to do a different movement until at least minute 20. So to give you an example of what that might look like, let's say burpees were a very challenging movement for me, and I only made it to minute 6. And I said, okay, after minute 6, I'm going to do jumping jacks. And I would do 7 jumping jacks, 8 jumping jacks, or whatever. Does that make sense? You're going to get to pick the movement that is your scaled version or your sub when the burpees become too much. And as a group, we are going through from minute 1 to minute 20. And you will try and finish the workout doing whatever movement you've chosen. So I would pick something easy because you're probably going to be tired at that point. But I want to know what it is. Okay? So Doc, you tell me first.
I think jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks. Chris Matson.
I'll go sit-ups.
Sit-ups. Okay. Ryan. Ryan, what are you going to pick? You're still muted, by the way.
Jumping lunges.
Jumping lunges. Pete.
Hollow rocks.
Hollow rocks. Alan.
Air squats.
Air squats. Steph,
I'm gonna work on hollow rocks.
hollow rocks. Shirley,
Jumping jacks.
jumping jacks. Maddie,
Hollow rocks.
I can't hear you, bud.
Hollow rocks.
Hollow rocks. All right. Russell,
Well, all the cool kids are doing hollow rocks.
all the cool kids. Vanessa,
Yeah, I'm a cool kid.
Either sit-ups or lunges.
sit-ups or lunges. Okay, Leanne, you're still muted, my dear.
Sit-ups.
Push-ups.
Sit-ups, push-ups. Okay, Patricia,
Sit-ups.
sit-ups. Mario,
Hollow rocks.
hollow rocks. Yeah, the people who did the push-ups yesterday don't want to do push-ups today.
No.
Jen and James,
I'm gonna do jumping jacks.
jumping jacks.
Curls.
I got one.
Curls, I love it. Curls, perfect. DC,
Ooh, I'm doing curls.
I'll do curls too.
what's that?
I'll do curls.
I expected him, I fully expected the DC to say burpees, full 20. Mel,
Sit-ups.
sit-ups, okay. Samantha,
Sit-ups.
sit-ups. Anita,
Jumping jacks.
jumping jacks. Sarah,
I'll try sit-ups.
sit-ups. Natalie,
Sit-ups.
sit-ups. Okay, Yako,
Push-ups and sit-ups.
sit-ups. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys about 30 seconds to prepare whatever you need to prepare, and then we're gonna start the timer. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask now.
So I'm not going to do
Are you sharing the timer, Aaron?
I'll call the time, yeah? I'm
You'll
not gonna
call it?
share it, no, you don't, I'll just call the time.
Okay.
Did you have a question, Yako? I couldn't hear you.
yeah, I'm just going to do push-ups all the way.
Hang on one sec. Some people haven't muted themselves and I can barely hear you. Can I get everyone to mute their mics again, please? Pete, if you could mute your mic for me, please. All right, let's try it again, Yako.
No, I said I'm going to just scale it. I'm going to push-ups all the way. I'm not going to do burpees. My floor
Okay.
is too
Okay, that's great. That sounds good. Okay, is everybody ready? We are starting minute 1 in 10 seconds. If you've never done this workout, the first 5 minutes make it seem like this is real super easy, no problem. And then when you get to like minute 8 or 9, it sucks. And go. Minute 1. You will hear my timer go off at the 30-second mark, and you'll hear it count down the 3 seconds before the next timer. I'll call it out as well. Halfway there. That's 30 seconds. Think about good burpees, 10 seconds. Think about landing flat on your feet. You don't want to land on the balls of your feet. It puts too much pressure on the knees. 2, 1, and minute 2. 2 burpees. Leah and I started working today on a 30-day core challenge that hopefully we're going to start on Monday. It'll have little videos and links in Wodify for those of you that are interested in trying to do a 30-day core challenge. This is aside from the home WODs or daily WODs, just something else that if somebody, it's a great time to work on core right now. So we're trying to come up with something that everybody can try and do. It started with we were going to do one just ourselves, and we thought why not write one for everybody. 3, 2, 1. 3 burpees. Minute 3.
Halfway there.
30 seconds.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. And 4 burpees. If you got sore chest from yesterday, make sure you're moving your arms around, move your shoulders around, keep everything nice and loose, crisscross across the body. Jen says this is a piece of cake. Famous last words on this workout.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. Three, two, one, 5. 5 burpees. The rest time gets shorter. The work time gets longer. That's the trick to this one.
Halfway there.
30 seconds.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. Minute 6 coming up. That's where you start to feel it. 6. Number 6.
Halfway there.
30 seconds. My movie recommendation of the day is The Gentleman. If you haven't seen that, we watched it the
10
other night.
seconds.
It was really good. Yeah, really good movie. 3, 2, 1. Round 7. When you cannot continue, I want you to start doing your subbed out movement.
Halfway there.
30 seconds.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds till round 8. 8. Round 8. Jeez, what's going on over here? Leah comes crashing through.
Halfway there.
30 seconds. Coming up on round 9, this is where it starts to get real.
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go. Round 9. Flying over there at the lunds. Speed burpees.
Halfway there.
This is definitely one of those workouts that you can do once every 6 months, and you can really see, you can really test yourself, compete against yourself, and see how your cardio is, how you're progressing. It's always a good measuring stick. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 10. 10. Yeah, Summer, you were into your sub movement for the day.
Halfway there.
Hands up in the back there, Russell. I see you. Hands up.
10 seconds.
Yeah, we put him up front. Put Vanessa in the back. I see those. Yeah. 11. Round 11. Doing good, Anita.
Halfway there.
Coming up on round 12. Round 12 coming up in 10 seconds. Where it starts to get spicy. 3, 2, 1, 12. Here we go. This is where you got to start to put a little speed on it to get through that minute.
Halfway there.
30 seconds.
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1, 13. 13. If you need to take a minute off before you go into your subbed out movement, that's fine too.
Halfway there.
Halfway.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. Oh, I know. Eventually you're just doing burpees over and over again. 2, 1, 14, 14. I told you guys today's going to be huff and puff.
Halfway there.
Halfway, 30 seconds. Make the workout beat you. Don't quit on it. Make it beat you.
Ten seconds.
3, 2, 1, 15. 15. Who we still got left here? Maddie's still going. Derek Chan still going. Pete Schutz still going.
Halfway there.
20 seconds.
Ten seconds.
Coming up on 16 here. 3, 2, 1, 16. Oh, I think we're down to 2. No, we're down to 1. Just DC, just DC. If you need to sub out your sub movement for something else, you go ahead. If you need to change it up, if it's starting to get a little spicy,
Halfway there.
you can do lunges, you can do squats, right?
Ten seconds.
10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, 17.
Halfway there.
30 seconds. Come on, D-Rock, keep going, buddy.
Ten seconds.
3, 2, 1, 18. Make it beat you.
Halfway there.
You can switch out to leg raises if you need to, if the sit-ups are starting to get too much. Bicycles.
10 seconds.
Come on, D-Rock. 5 seconds. 19. Nice job, Derek. Derek, finally, I think that he's done at 18. Great job. This is going to be the last minute.
Halfway there.
Halfway. Just try to finish this minute.
Ten seconds.
That's time, folks. That's time. We're going to call it there. That's good. Catch your breath. Come on over. You can unmute yourself. Let me know how you're feeling.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Was it? As people start to unmute themselves, it sounds like zombies on my end. Just awesome. That one never gets old. Oh.
I just couldn't push enough to get through them fast enough. Like
They're definitely, because right when you, I think when you get around like 9, 10, 11, speed becomes a factor. It's how fast can you do the burpee.
because I can like jump and drop, but like I'm just not strong enough to
The
push
press,
myself up
yeah.
fast.
The press off of the ground becomes a big factor as well. What I want to ask you and what I want you to think about is how many of you, when you jumped up, were landing on a flat foot every time, just by thumbs up or thumbs down? Let me know.
No.
Good, yeah. Does everybody know why I would be asking that question? Why would I want you to land on that flat foot every time? Does anybody not know?
Bounce right up again.
Not sure? If you're landing on the balls of your feet every time you come up, then the impact is being absorbed by the knees. And I don't want that. If you're landing flat-footed, then the impact is being absorbed by the knees and hips. Okay? It's the same thing as if you were squatting down. You wouldn't squat on the balls of your feet, and you can test it right now if you want to, because all the pressure is in the knee joint. If you squat down and your feet are nice and flat, then your hips are the primary mover, and they're absorbing most of the weight, especially in a dynamic movement like the burpee. For those of you who have mobility challenges where it's difficult for you to pop up and land flat-footed, one of the best tips I can give you is to go wider feet. Okay, if your feet are wider, it's much easier to land flat-footed on that. So I do feel like everybody did an awesome job today, especially I knew that it was going to be more challenging than you thought when you went into your subbed movement. So a lot of people were like, I'll do sit-ups. I'm like, oh, that's if you die out at 12, that's a lot of sit-ups. So all I wanted was for people to keep moving for 20 minutes. My goal for today was get that good huff and puff and everybody have a challenge that met their level for today. And I really feel like you did a great job on that. Let's gather up here for a clap and call it for today. Hands up, let's see them. Come on, Yako, you too, buddy. And 3, 2, 1. Nice, awesome. Great job today, folks. Enjoy, it's a beautiful sunny day. Get a little fresh air.